shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Behave yourselves!
Did you get hold of these?
What difference does it make so long as she gets what's coming to her?
What have you got against her?
Ha! I'll give you something to dream about, mister. Want to kiss me, ducky? Ha! I didn't suppose you would.
Christine Vole did that to you.
Not her. The chap I was going with, he was a bit younger than me, but I loved him. And
Hello, YouTubers out there. This is Jerry Saravia at the Movies. So today we're taking a look at 1957's Witness for the Prosecution, a film directed by Billy Wilder and adapted from an Agatha Christie 1953 stage play, which is certainly, this film adaptation is one of the best Agatha Christie adaptations I can imagine. Way up there with the very best as far as murder mysteries are concerned. And this film also contains an extraordinary cast. You've got Charles Laughton as the senior barrister, Sir Wilfrid Robarts. This is a guy who's just gone through a heart attack, is released from the hospital, is probably ready to retire, is being told to retire, to take it easy, don't take on any, criminal cases, etc. And the one that keeps nagging him is Elsa Lanchester as Mrs. Plimsoll, his nurse, who nags him quite a bit. Make sure you don't smoke any cigars or drink anything, blah, blah, blah. And of course, he defies her from one end to the other. It makes for some ample comedy in this picture as well, the way that he treats her and talks to her, but she keeps persisting, and so anyhow, there is a case that is taking place, and they want Sir Wilfrid to take charge of this case. So Tyrone Power, this was his last film. He is Leonard, and he may have allegedly killed a rich widow named Mrs. French, who has left him as a beneficiary, the sole beneficiary of almost £80,000. Yes, this takes place in London, by the way. So, but there are all sorts of twists and turns. So Marlene Dietrich is Christine Vole, who is not legally married to Leonard, because she was already married to someone else. And by the way, behind the scenes of this picture, Dietrich was quite infatuated with Tyrone Power, and he tried to deal with it as best as he could, but he was a little embarrassed by it, apparently. So, the case develops, but what really makes this film, I think, work is because we care about the characters. This could have been any old case. I mean, the idea of somebody bumping off a widow and collecting money is a case we've heard innumerable times throughout history, particularly in the 20th century, not to mention nowadays. You hear that all the time, greed and power and get all the money you want, insurance claims, blah, blah, blah. So even back then, I think this was nothing new. You can even go back to, I believe it was 1942's Shadow of a Doubt by Alfred Hitchcock, which also dealt with a man who married or took money from widows and married them, I guess, and then killed them so that they were wealthy and he would get the money. So, but what makes this film really sing is Charles Laughton, for the most part, as Sir Wilfrid. Every time he's on screen, I just couldn't wait to hear what he had to say. Mannerisms, the way that he looks at the client, studies him, the way he looks at Christine Vole, trying to figure her out, and occasionally he will have this monocle, and with the reflection of the light, kind of try to determine whether they're telling the truth or not just by shining the light on their face. I mean, all those elements, plus the way the monocle is used in the very last final scene, which of course I wouldn't dream of giving away if you haven't seen this film, was especially good. I don't think he even realized what he was doing. At least I don't think so. And then you've also got John Williams, who appears in this picture as a he's a lawyer as well, working with the barrister. Una O'Connor, was always a delight to see in any film, as Janet McKenzie. This is Mrs. French's housekeeper and a prosecution witness, and she's also a little bit deaf, So the whole film takes place in London's Old Bailey courtroom, and they shot the whole thing in Samuel Goldwyn stages. But every detail, every performance here works beautifully. So again, the mystery of this particular murder unravels at the very end, and it involves a woman who can't really give this away, but she is someone who was a secret lover that Leonard had, and I'll leave it at that. Now, the actress playing her, I wouldn't even dream of giving it away, but it's revealed at the end, and I'm telling you, you can't even tell like that it was this actress. It's just unbelievable to see I mean, the first time I saw it, I was floored, just like Sir Wilfrid is once he finds out what's really going on. So this is a wonderful film. It's just delightful from scene to scene. The case, again, nothing new, but you're still enraptured by it because of all the characters involved in basically giving you the details and trying to figure out who is coming from where, what's going on here, this twist, this turn, and it's just remarkable film. Also, what I love is that it doesn't feel like it was originally a stage play. Some films, you know, there's barely any movement of the camera, so you could tell that it had stage origins, basically. But not with this film. Witness for the Prosecution, if you are interested in cinema by Billy Wilder, or anything starring Charles Laughton, and especially his own wife, Elsa Lanchester, who plays his nurse, and Tyrone Power. This was his last film, unfortunately. He had died. I think he was only 48 years old. So I think he had a heart attack. And Marlene Dietrich, she even pays homage to the Blue Angel. I mean, it's just a remarkable picture. Every inch of it, every performance, stellar. So, and, you know, in beautiful black and white. It's really a remarkable picture. So, if you like courtroom cases and you want to see something that's done in a way that is different from the norm, especially what you see on television nowadays, check out Witness for the Prosecution. I think it was remade 2 more times. I haven't seen these remakes, so if you know about these, let me know. I'd be curious to see a different adaptation, but this one is, I mean, I can't imagine a better one than this. This version is fantastic. Can't say enough good things. Witness for the Prosecution, one of the great movies of all time. Of course, you know, in terms of courtroom films, I wouldn't say this is above, say, Stanley Kramer's Judgment at Nuremberg, but it's a fantastic movie. This is right up there with Anatomy of a Murder, which starred James Stewart. I mean, they did great movies back then. This is a fantastic movie. So check it out. If you've seen Witness for the Prosecution or its 2 remake adaptations, let me know. Tell me what you think, and I'd be curious to know. And if you're new to this channel, please hit like and subscribe. It helps out with the algorithms. And I do review movies on occasion, all kinds of movies. I'm not picky. So, and if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I like all of you out there. Just to please comment on this. I'd like to hear some comments out there about Witness for the Prosecution, a most remarkable achievement in cinema. And I guess that's all I got to say for Witness for the Prosecution. I did say in a previous video I will explore John Badham's Dracula, but I think I'm going to wait until Halloween. It'll be a perfect time to discuss that film and the Blu-ray that I recently acquired. So we'll talk about that, but I think at Halloween would be most appropriate. So we'll do it for then. And that's all I got to say about this. And this is Jerry Saravia at the Movies, signing off.